What's up mga pare ko? I'm back with another video at ngayon magre-review tayo para sa ating prelims exam. Ang coverage nito ay binomial theorem, factoring, polynomials, partial fractions, solution of systems of linear equations. So we will try to solve problem in these specific topics. Okay guys, simulan natin. Okay. Simulan natin dito sa factoring. So first, makikita natin, dito tayo, mapapansin natin na meron silang greatest common factor. As we can see, ito y cube, ito 9y cube, they have the same variable which is y. So, pwede natin sabihin na yung GCF niyan is equal to y cube. So, ilalabas natin yung y cube dito, y cube, yung matitira na lang is y plus 9. So, these are the factors, y squared, tsaka y plus 9. Okay? Let's go next. Dito naman tayo. Okay, mapapansin ulit natin, meron siyang greatest common factor, which is same silang may x variables, may x variable, may y variable din. At kung mapapansin nyo, divisible by 5 din sila. So, we can conclude na ang GCF niyan, GCF is 5x squared and y squared. Okay, always first step pag nagfa-factor tayo is to always find for the GCF kasi it will make the equation simpler. Okay? Now, ilalabas natin yung 5x squared y squared. So, yung matitira na lang is so, matatanggal yung 5x squared. So, y na lang. Y plus, so 15, i-divide natin sa 5. That's 3x. Okay. Yun na. So, the final factors are 5x squared, y squared, and y plus 3x. Alright? So, move on tayo. Dito naman tayo. 4a raised to cube minus 49a. So, dito, meron ulit siyang GCF. Kung mapapansin natin, same sila na may letter A rin. So, ilalabas natin yung letter A na to. So, A, yung maiiwan is 4a squared minus 49. Okay, guys. So, hindi pa tayo tapos. Here, yung na-factor natin, pwede pa natin siyang ma-factor kasi kung mapapansin natin, 4a squared is a perfect square and 49 also is a perfect square. So, dito na mag-apply yung factoring method na difference of two squares. So, difference of two squares, sa baba, negative yung isa, tapos yung isa, positive. Alright. So, square root natin, square root of 4a squared is 2a. Square root of 49 is 7. Square root of 4a squared ulit is 2a. And the square root of 49 is 7. So, our final answers or the factors of these polynomials are a, 2a minus 7, tsaka 2a plus 7. Alright? Next. Dito naman tayo. Rewriting that ulit using the method of, natawag doon? Difference of two squares. Difference of two squares. Square root of 16 is 4. Square root of 16 is 4. Square root of w raised to 4 is w squared. W squared. Okay, we're done. Hindi, we're not still done. Kung mapapansin nyo, pwede pa nating ma-factor itong term na to. Kasi 4, again, is perfect square. 4 here is a perfect square at ang w squared is also perfect square. So, that would be equal to 2 minus w tsaka 2 plus w tsaka 4 plus w squared. So, itong tatlo, ito na yung final factor niya. 2 minus w, 2 plus w, tsaka 2 plus w squared. 4 plus w squared. Ito, we cannot factor further this anymore. Yan na yan. Alright? Next sample, dito tayo. Factor the, okay. So, p squared q minus 25q plus 3p squared minus 75. Okay guys, kung mapapansin natin, ulit, first step is to find the GCF. Pero sa pagkakataong to, wala na siyang GCF. Walang common terms sa kanila. Walang common terms dito sa each term. So, what we could do here is to do the grouping method. I-group natin to. I-group din natin to. I-group natin to. I-group din natin to. Okay. So, here, pwede nating ilabas. Meron na siyang greatest common factor which is Q. Pwede nating ilabas yung Q. So, pag nilabas natin yung Q dyan, yung matitira sa loob is P squared minus 25. Okay. Dito tayo sa kabila. Mapapansin nyo, pwede common factor nila, GCF nila is 3. Pwede nating ilabas ang 3 kasi 75 is divisible by 3. So, pag nilabas natin yung 3, yung maiwan sa loob is P squared 75 divided by 3 is 25. P squared minus 25. So, kung mapapansin nyo, okay, so kung mapapansin nyo, ito, same siya dito. So, to rewrite the final factors, that would be equal to Q, ito, Q plus 3 multiplied to P squared minus 25. Pero hindi pa tayo tapos. Kasi, P squared minus 25 is, can be factored using difference of two squares. P squared is a complete square, 25 is also a complete square. So, to factor that further, yung result niyan is P minus 5, P plus 5 times Q plus 3. Yan na po yung final answer natin. Those are the factors of this polynomial. Alright? Okay. Okay, first is let's find kung may GCF ba siya, greatest common factor, pero kung mapapansin natin, wala. This is 16, this is x squared, 2xy minus y squared. So, pwede natin gawin is to apply grouping. Pero, magandang ilabas muna natin yung negative sign dito. So, yung mangyari dyan, that's 16. Lalabas yung negative sign. So, ito magiging positive x squared. Ito magiging negative 2xy. Ito magiging positive y squared. So, ngayon guys, mapapansin nyo, ito is may factor na siya. So, kung i-factor natin to, this is a result of squaring a certain binomial, which is square root of x is x minus yung ating middle term, tapos square root of y is y. That's squared. And that's 16 minus. Okay. So ngayon guys, kung mapapansin nyo, itong expression na to, this is again difference of two squares. 16 is a perfect square and x minus y square is also a perfect square. So, pag i-relate natin yan, square root of 16 is 4 minus square root of x minus y squared is x minus y. Yung matitira na lang dyan, tapos yung partner niya is 4 plus x minus y. Yan. So, ito na pong ating final answer. These are the factors of this certain polynomial. Alright? Let's move in here. T raised to 6 minus 64. Okay, so kung mapapansin, we try to solve this as a difference of two squares. So, as a difference of two squares, that's t raised, square root of 6, square root of t raised to 6 is t raised to 3. Square root of 64 is 8. Square root of 64, di siya looking 8. 64 raised to 8. And the partner niya, t raised to 3 plus 8. Alright. Yun. Ito, pwede pa natin itong ma-factor. This is again the condition of difference of two cubes. So, remember natin yung SOAP. Okay. First, dito, yung sign natin sa first term natin is same dito. Dapat same, which is negative. Dito naman, yung sign natin sa second term is dapat opposite ng nauna, which is kasi negative to, dapat positive rin to. And lastly is always positive, AP, always positive. So dito, always positive yan. So para ma-solve natin kung ano yung mga numbers dito, we need to cube root t raised to 3. Cube root of t raised to 3 cube is t. Cube root of 8 is 2. Dito, i-square natin yung first term, which is t. T squared is t squared. Yung middle term natin is multiplying both this and this. So yan, t times 2 is 2t. And the last term is to square yung 2. 2 square is 4. Alright. So, idagdag natin yung t cube plus 8. Kung mapapansin ulit natin, t cube plus 8 is sum of 2 cubes. So, pwede pa natin tong ma-factor. So, factoring this, again, using the SOAP method, SOAP, yun, that would be equal to t, the same, dapat same, so that's positive 2. Tsaka, t squared, opposite, so magiging negative to. 2 times t is 2t, and plus, joke lang, yan, 2t, but looking to yun, 2t plus, kasi always positive, plus 2 square is 4. Alright? So, ito ang ating final answer. 2 t minus 2, tsaka t square plus 2t plus 4. Alright. This is our final answer. Pwede rin naman natin itong ma-solve. Same problem. Pwede rin naman natin siyang ma-solve using okay, last. So, so next is to factor the term 25 minus 10x plus x squared using inspection. So, una, 25 is a perfect square. Joke lang. Tama, 25 is a perfect square. That's 5. That's 5. X is also perfect square. X and x. So, since negative yung sign ng middle term, then negative na rin to. So, our final answer is 5 minus x, or 5 minus x, or we can simply write this as 5 minus x squared. Alright? So, that's it for factoring polynomials. Dito sa binomial expressions, dito lalabas yung concept ng Pascal's triangle. 1, that's 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 3, 3, 1, 1, 4, 6, 4, 1, 1, 5, 10, 10, 5, 1. Dito lalabas yan. Kaso, paano kung raised to 100 siya, ay raised to 100, raised to 8, raised to 9, mahaba yung proseso. So, paano natin mahahanap yung yan? Okay, by the way, ano ba yung gamit ng Pascal's triangle? Itong Pascal's triangle, ito yung magsiset ng coefficients ng each term. Ito yung magsiset ng coefficients ng mga terms ng ating expansion process. Alright, so kung raised to 5 siya, since raised to 5 to, ito yung kukunin natin. Now, kung mapapansin nyo guys, kung ano yung exponent nito, mag plus 1 ka, that's 6. Yun yung bilang ng terms na nasa Pascal's triangle. So, ito, raised to 5 siya, plus 1, ibig sabihin ito, dapat 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, if it raised to 9 siya, ibig sabihin, 10 terms yon. For example, if raised to 3 siya, ibig sabihin, yung result niyan is 4 terms. Alright? So, paano natin makukuha yung value ng yung value ng mga coefficients na to without the Pascal's triangle. Okay. So, kung may calculator man kayo, at yes, meron naman yan, ang succeeding terms dito ay mga combinations. Yung ano ng combination, 5, for example dito tayo, yung 1 is 5 combination 5. Ito 'yon. Yung 5 is 5 combination 4. Gets? So kung sa calculator yan, that's, for example ito, that's 5 para makuha natin yung combination, that's shift divide. That's 5 tapos shift tapos divide sign. Andun yung NCR na button. Andun yung button na NCR. Makikita natin doon, NCR, which is, yan, NCR. So, 5 shift divide NCR, tapos yung 5. So, kung i-input natin sa ating calculator, 5 shift divide 5, that's 1. So, yan, lumabas yan. So, next, doon naman tayo sa second term, that's 5 shift divide 4 naman, that's 5. Ito yan. And so on and so forth. So, ito, that's 5 combination of 5, 5 combination of 4, 5 combination of 3, 5 combination of 2, 5 combination of 1, 5, 0. Yan. So, yan guys. In this way, makukuha natin yung mga coefficients na kinakailangan natin without solving the very long method of the Pascal's triangle. Okay, so if we put this into calculator, that's 5 combination 5 is 1, this is 5, this is 10, this is 10, this is 5, this is 1. So, ibig sabihin, pag raised to 11 yan, pag raised to 11, so then that's 11 raised to 11 combination of 11, 11 combination of 10, 11 combination of 9, and so forth hanggang 11 combination of 0 ka. Alright? So, since raised to 5 siya, delete muna natin to. Delete. So, we have these coefficients. Alright. Okay. So, raised to, ano tawag dito? So, ayan, raised to 5 siya. So, ito yung mga coefficients na kailangan natin. Ngayon, kung alam na natin yung mga coefficients na kailangan natin, what we should do next is to write them out here. That's 1 plus 5 plus 10 plus 10 plus 5 plus 1. Alright, so isusulat natin ngayon. The next step is to isulat natin itong first term, which is c over y squared. Isulat natin siya for every term. Alright? C over y squared, the quantity 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 c over y squared. Alright. After nalagay natin yan, lagyan natin siya ng exponent in descending order. Kung ano yung exponent na nasa problem, yun yung pinakamataas na gagamitin natin. So, that's raised to 5. Pababa tayo ng pababa. Raised to 4. That's raised to 3. That's raised to 2. That's raised to 1. That's raised to 0. Alright? So, ngayon naman, punta tayo sa second term. Yung second term naman, which is ito, negative. Guys, include that That's negative. Negative y raised to 1/2 over x. So, that's negative y raised to 1/2 over x. That's negative y raised to 1/2 over x. That's negative y raised to 1/2 over x. 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 Yun. So, ganun talaga kahaba, guys. Now, since sa first term natin, descending order siya, ngayon naman, sa second term natin, maglalagay din tayo ng exponent in ascending order. Magsisimula tayo sa 0. That's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ngayon guys, since naisulat na natin naman siya ng maayos, baba lang natin to. Wait, oh my god, nawala. Naisulat natin siya. What we do next is to expand na natin to. We multiply and make it a simpler. Alright? So dito, that's c raised to 5 is the same as c raised to 5. Sa baba niya, y squared raised to 5 is y raised to 10. Any number raised to 0 is equals to 1. So ito, cancel na yan kasi 1 rin naman yan. Okay? Teka lang, paliitin natin to. Yun. Alright? That's plus. That's 5. C raised to 4 is c raised to 4. Tama. Y squared raised to 4 is y raised to 8. Pero guys, the x dito is negative. Negative 1 raised to 1 is negative. So, yung sign natin dito should be negative. So, let's erase that. Erase that. Ito, dapat negative yan. Yun. Negative yan. Y raised to 1/2 is that's the same as y raised to 1/2. And that's x. Okay, guys. So, next, let's solve. That's plus 10. That's c cubed over y raised to 6. That's 1/2 raised to 2 is equals to y raised to 1. That's x squared. Okay guys, kung mapapansin nyo, negative 1 squared is positive. So, tama lang yung sign natin na positive. So, kung yung exponent niya is an odd digit, which is 1, 3, 5, magiging negative yan. So, we can therefore conclude na ito, pwedeng negative to, tapos succeeding niya kasi raised to 4 is positive. Even siya, tapos next is negative. So, let's continue solving. This would be equal to 10 c squared y raised to 4. This would be equal to 3 times 1/2. That's y. 3 over 2 x raised to 3. Continue. That's 5 over c y raised to 2 kasi raised to 1 lang siya. Kaya i-copy na lang natin. 4 times 1/2 is equals to y raised to 2. That's equals to x raised to 4. C raised to 0, ito, cancelled out na to kasi it is also equal to 1. So, yung natitira lang natin dito is y raised to 1. Okay. Y. Erase natin yan. That's y raised to 5 times 1/2. 5 over 2 over x. So, guys, hindi pa ito yung final answer natin kasi pwede pa nating ma-factor. May mga terms pa na the same sa numerator. May mga the same na variables sa numerator at denominator. Kung mapapansin nyo dito, meron silang the same na y, the same rin yung y, the same rin yung y, the same rin yung y. So, kailangan nating make it into simpler form. So, doing that, mag-apply yung rules of exponent na while doing division, pag nag-divide ka ng the same variables, yung exponent nila would just subtract. So, ito, 8 minus 1/2. Ito, 6 minus 1. Ito, 4 minus 3 over 2. Ito, 2 minus 2. So, simplifying that, ang final answer natin, that would be c raised to 5 over y raised to 10 kasi iba naman sila. That's minus 5c raised to 4. Maalis yung y raised to 1/2 kasi sa baba, 8 minus 1/2 would be equal to y over 15 over 2x. Okay? Plus, that's 10 c cube over yung 1, mag-subtract yung 6 tsaka 1. So, yung result niyan is y raised to 6 minus 1 is 5x squared. That's minus 10c squared. 4 minus 3 over 2 equal to y. 4 minus 3 over 2 would be equal to 5 over 2x cubed plus 5c. 2 minus 2, ito, kasi dito, 2 minus 2 is equal to 0, AD number raised to 0 is equals to 1. So, ibig sabihin, ito, cancelled out tayo. So, ito, that's over x raised to 4 minus y raised to 5 over 2 over x raised to 5. Sorry guys, we forgot to write there. Raised to 5 there. So, ito ang ating final answer. Yun. This, guys, is our final answer. So, expanding this, pag-expand natin itong binomial expression, ito po ang result niya. Okay. So, we are tasked here to find the middle terms of a raised to 4 plus x raised to the power of 9. Ngayon, kailangan mo nating ma-identify ano ba yung middle term na sinasabi ng problem na to. So, since ito raised to 9, alam natin na yung total number of terms pag in-expand natin to would be 9. Would be equal to 9 plus 1, which is equal to 10. So, ibig sabihin, 10 terms lahat yan. 10 terms lahat. Ibig sabihin, ang middle terms niyan are 5 and 6. So, kung even number siya, dalawa yung middle term. Pero pag odd number siya, may siguro 9, iisa lang yung middle term niya, which is the 5th term. So, dito, yung hinahanap natin na terms, yung middle terms na sinasabi niya is the 5th and the 6th term. Alright? So, let's try solving for the 5th and the 6th term. Yun, guys. Okay. So, let's try solving this. So, ang formula dyan would be the n, kung ilan yung exponent niya. Tapos, the r is kung ano hinanap, minus 1. Combination po to, hindi to divide. The combination of n, the combination of r minus 1, times yung x. Ito po yung x. X is the first term. X raised to n minus r plus 1. And the y raised to r minus 1. So, let's try solving this. So, n is equals to 9 kasi 9 term. Tapos, r is 5 and 6. Alright. So, solve natin yan using the equation. That's the combination, 9 combination of r. Solve muna natin to. Raised to, 5th term is 5 minus 1 is 4 times x natin, which is a raised to 4. Tapos, n minus r, that's 9 minus 5 plus 1. And y, ano ba yung value ng y natin? The value of ry is x. So, the value of ry is x raised to r minus 1. R minus 1, r is 5. 5 minus 1. So, simplifying that. So, sa calculator natin, that's 9 shift divide 4 is equals to 126. This is equal to 126. A raised to 4. This is 9 minus 5 is 4 plus 1 is 9 minus 5 is 4 plus 1. That's 5. X, 5 minus 1 is 4. So, that's x raised to 4. So, final answer is 126 a raised to 20. That's because that's 4 times 5 and x raised to 4. So, ito guys, this is our fifth term. Okay, let's solve for the 6th term. For the 6th term, so solving for the 6th term, that's 9 combination of 5. Kasi that's r minus 1. Yung r natin is 6. 6 minus 1 is 5. So, 9 combination of 5. A, ano yung x natin? That's a raised to 4. That's n, 9 minus 6 plus 1. Wait, x minus plus 1 times yung y value natin na x and r minus 1. R natin is 6 minus 1. So, solving that sa calculator natin, 9 shift divide 5 is 9 shift divide 5 is equals to also same 126. That's a raised to 4. 9 minus 6 is 3 plus 1 is 4. X, 6 minus 1 is 5. Okay, so simplifying that, that's 126. A 4 times 4 is 16. And that's x raised to 5. So this is the sixth term. So final answer. So what are the middle terms? The middle terms are 126a 20 x raised to 4 plus 126 a raised to 16 x raised to 5. So these are the middle terms of the binomial expression. This is the fifth term. This is the sixth term. Alright? And terms over r minus 1 multiplied to the first term raised to n minus r plus 1, and to the second term, that's y raised to r minus 1. So here we know that n is equals to 11 and our r is equals to 8 kasi 8 term yung hinahanap niya. So to solve for the r term, which is 8, we then substitute that. That's n, which is 11. R minus 1 is 8 minus 1 is 11. Combination of 7. Yeah. Times x. The value for our x is u cubed raised to n minus r. That's 11 minus r, which is 8 plus 1. And our second term is v raised to 4. That's r minus 1. That's r minus 1 is equal to 8 minus 1, which is 7. So solving that, calculator, 11 shift divide 7 is equals to 330. This is equals to 330. That's u cubed. 11 minus 8 is 3 plus 1. That's 4. This is x. V pala yun. That's v. Sorry. Okay, that's quantity v raised to 4 times 7 is equals to 4 times 7 is 28. Okay, that's 28. V raised to 28. So, our final answer, so the 8th term is 330 u. 3 times 4 is 12. And v raised to 28. So, ito po ang ating final answer. So, this is the 8th term. Quadratic siya na hindi rin repeated, which is case 3. So, ito, mixture ng case 1 tsaka case 3. And, same rules applies. First is i-factor natin yung denominator nila, pero hindi siya pwedeng ma-factor. So, second step, i-set up natin siya. So, ito, since linear equation siya, yung sa taas niya is isang letter lang. Plus, ito, what do you call this? Quadratic equation siya. X squared plus 4. So, ibig sabihin, yung sa taas niya is letter x, bx plus c. Alright? So, let's try solving this. Tanan, 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 tanan. Try natin i-solve, guys. Yun. So, yun nga, no? Okay. Para ma-solve natin yan, i-multiply din ulit natin dito yung LCD. Ito. Okay. So, pag multiply natin yan, yung matitira is 3x squared minus 3x plus 10, which is equals to a times x squared plus 4 plus bx plus c x minus 2. Alright. Kung mapapansin nyo, pwede natin gawin yung dati nating ginagawa na mag-substitute tayo ng value ng x para maging x, para mag-turn into 0. So, doing that, let x be equal to positive 2. Okay, let's substitute. 3 times 2 squared minus 3 times 2 plus 10 is equals to a. 2 raised to 2 plus 4 plus B times 2 plus C times 2 minus 2. Okay, 2 minus 2 is 0. 0 multiplied here, cancel na yan kasi 0 din yan. So, we're left here, makukuha natin ganong value ng A. Wow. So, 2 times 2 square is 4, plus 4 is 8. So, this is 8A. Para bang 8? Yun. Mukhang 8. 8A. Yun. Dito, 2 square is 4. Dito yun. 2 square times 4, 2 square is equals to 4 times 3 is equals to 12 minus 3 times 2 is 6 plus 10. So that's 8A, 8A, 12 minus 6 is 6 plus 10. 12 minus 6 is 6 plus 10, that's 16 over 8, oh my god, over 8 over 8, A is equals to 2. Tanan! A is equals to 2. So now, na alam natin yung value ng A, i-substitute na natin yung A dito. I-substitute natin yan. Teka lang, erase natin. So that A would be equal to 2. Yun. At kailangan nating hanapin yung value ng B. Okay. Wait guys, let me erase this. Okay, so ngayon guys, expand ulit natin yung equation na to. So let's multiply this two linear equation. That's bx plus c times x minus 2. That's bx squared plus cx minus 2bx minus 2c. Okay, walang like terms. So ganyan na yan. So isusulat natin 3x squared minus 3x plus 10. 2, so then that's 2x squared plus 8 plus ito, bx squared, i-align na lang natin siya as what we did last time, plus cx. Cx minus 2bx dito. Minus 2bx minus 2c. Okay. Yan. Yung mga values ng x squared. X squared is, yung ano ng x squared is 3 is equals to 2 plus b. X natin is equals to negative 3. Negative 3 is equal to ito, c minus 2b. At ang constant natin, which is dito 10, tsaka yung dalawang to, that's 10 is equals to 8 minus 2c. Alright? So, dito, ma-figure natin yung value ng b, and b is equals to 3 minus 2 is 1. Dito, that's 10 is equals to 8 minus 2c. 8 transpose sa other side, magiging 10 minus 8 minus 2c, that's 2. Negative 2c divided by negative 2 divided by negative 2. So, that means c is equals to negative 1. So, alam natin yung value ng b, which is 1, c is negative 1, and a is equals to 2. Alright. So, going here sa taas, we can now write the final answer. We will get a good pen. Yan. So, that's 3x squared minus 3x plus 10 over x minus 2 tsaka x squared plus 4. That would be equal to a, which is equals to 2 over x minus 2, x minus 2, x minus 2 plus b. Ano yung b natin? b is 1. So that's imaginary x plus minus c kasi joke lang. Minus 1 over x squared plus 4. So, ito na po ang ating final answer, guys. Here's the ating systems of linear equation. Okay, so find the value of two numbers if their sum is 12 and their difference is 4. Ibig sabihin, two numbers, let's say that the two numbers are x and y. So, the sum of the two numbers is x plus y is equals to 12 daw. And their difference is 4. So, when you subtract x minus y, yung difference daw naman is 4. So, what is the two numbers? So, here, we can solve this solution of systems of linear equation via subtraction. I-subtract lang natin sila. So when we subtract that, that means makancel yung x and we can find for y. X minus x is 0. Next is y minus negative y. That's y plus y. That's 2y is equals to 12 minus 4 is 8. It means that y is equals to 4. So since y is equals to 4, substitute na lang natin dito. When x plus y is equals to 12, that's x plus 4 is equals to 12. Then x is equals to 12 minus 4. Ibig sabihin, x is equals to 8. So, i-check natin yan. So, our x value is 8 and our y value is 4. Now, let's check that the sum of the two numbers is 12. 8 plus 4 is 12. Tama. The difference is 4. 8 minus 4 is 4. Tama rin. So, ang sagot dito is 8 and 4. Alright? Next problem. Okay. Brenda's school is selling tickets of a spring musical. The first day, the ticket sales school has sold 3 senior citizen tickets and child tickets. So, hinahanap natin is S, senior citizen tickets and child tickets. Now, sa unang araw daw, we can make an equation. On the first day, 3 senior tickets. That's 3S plus and 9 children, 9C. At ang total daw nito ay $75. Now, sa second day, sabi dito, 8 seniors yung nabenta nila, 8 senior citizen tickets, plus 5 children. And ang cost daw nito is 67. Okay, so let's solve this equation. So, para makakancel tayo ng isang variable, maybe we can multiply dito. Mag-multiply tayo we multiply here 8 and also here multiply 3 para makancel natin yung S and we can find for the value of C. So, doing that would be equal to, ilan ba? 3 times 8 is 24S. That's also 24S. That's plus 8 times 9 is 72C is equals to 75. 75 times 8 is equals to 600. Plus 5 times 3 is 15C is equals to 67 times 3 is equals to 201. Okay. So now, isosolve natin ngayon ang value ng C via subtraction. So, pag susubtract natin yan, it should be equal to 0. 72 minus 15 would be equal to 57C. And 600 minus 201 would be equal to 399. Dividing both by 57, ang total cost ng isang children's ticket would be equal to $7. Okay. So, $7 yung letter C. So, now, since alam na natin yung value kung ilang dollars, we can just substitute here sa original equation. So, that's 3S plus 9. Yung C is 7. Any of dito, pwede ka mag-substitute. Is equals to 75. That's 3S plus 9 times 7 na 9 times 7 is equal to 63. Transpose natin sa kabila, would be equal to 75 minus 63. 63, that's 3S equals to, that's 12 divided by 3 divided by 3. S is equals to $4. So, ang value ng isang senior citizen ticket ay $4 at ang value ng children's ticket ay $7. So, to check that, to check that certain let's try putting it now. Okay. Dito na tayo. So, let's try checking it here. That's 3S. S is 4. plus 9. C is 7 is equals to 75. Dapat mag-equal yan sa 75. 3 times 4 is 12. 9 times 7, that's 9 times 7 is 63 is equals to 75. And tama nga, 75 is equals to 75. Ibig sabihin, tama yung sagot natin. So, yung solutions natin is 4 and 7. That's $4 and $7. Right? Next. Okay, so may airplane tayo. Flying to Kampala with a tailwind plane, average 158. Okay, tailwind. Tailwind, ito yung wind na in the same, for example, so ito yung plane. Teka lang, let's draw a plane. Paano ba? Plane. Hindi ko alam. Yan, plane yan. Siguro plane yan. Okay, ito yung plane. Yung tailwind, nasa direction na to. Yung airplane, nasa direction din na to. Sabi dito, flying to Kampala with a tailwind, a plane average 158. Okay, so yung speed ng plane, let's say that the speed of the plane would be equal to x, at ang tailwind is equals to y. Now, sabi dito, ang airplane daw na ito, na may tailwind, ay may speed na 158 kilometers per hour. Ibig sabihin, since nasa the same direction sila, speed ng plane, pag tinulungan niya ng tailwind ito, tutulungan niya yung speed ng airplane. So, mag-a-add yan. So, x plus y, yung speed ng airplane, tsaka yung speed ng tailwind, yung hangin, mag-a-add yan. That will result to 158. Ngayon, itong airplane daw, on the return trip, the plane only averaged 112 now. Bakit? Kasi sinalungat na niya, nagganon na siya. He goes, nagsalubong yung tailwind tsaka yung airplane. Ibig sabihin, yung speed ng airplane, nag-subtract na siya sa tailwind. So, yan, that's the equations we can get from that. So, solving this, we can solve this by subtraction para makancel natin yung dalawang x. So, that's 158 minus 112, that's 6, that's 4. That's 46 equal to x minus x is 0. Y minus negative y is 2y. So, divided by 2, divided by 2. Y is equal to 23. Okay. So, since alam na natin yung value ng y, pwede natin substitute dito para makuha yung value ng x. So, that's 158 is equals to x plus yung value ng y, which is 23. Transpose sa kabila, 158 minus 23 is equals to x. That is equal to 158 minus 23, which is equal to 135. 135 is equals to x. So, ngayon, ang speed ng plane, the plane has a speed of 135 kilometers per hour, while the speed of the tailwind has a speed of 23 kilometers per hour. So, let's check that here. So, that's 158. So, ang x natin is 135 plus 23. So, 135 plus 23, that's 158. 158 is equals to 158. Ibig sabihin, tama yung sagot natin. So, this is the final answer. So, the solutions for that is 135 and 23. Alright? So, that's it, guys. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the share button. In Jesus' name, papasa lahat tayo ngayong prelims. Maraming salamat po.